the Jews and the Greeks.
Right, exactly.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 24. Actually, I'm gonna start at verse 22. It says, for the Jews require a sign and the Greeks seek after wisdom. Because that wisdom was that light of Yahushua. You know, they weren't, I mean, true enough, there were multiple philosophies floating around, but they were seeking Yahushua, man. It says,
hey, you know, like I said, what was that? 2 weeks ago, I went into a lesson on that. So when they talk about, let's read it one more time.
Yeah, God. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and 22. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. They about to fight? Oh man, Jay didn't get it.
The gospel.
Oh, okay.
Right.
He didn't got the spirit.
He think he in the spirit.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold on.
He hit him?
Oh no.
Yeah.
He getting that ancient spirit back too.
Come on. Hey.
He said, let's go. Come on, man. Come on, Jay. Jay got on his quote-unquote spiritual garments.
Now.
Hey, right. But hey, the scripture said that were once not a people, but now are people, man. You know? And what was required was what? Garments and the word of truth. You know? Which is that covering. Because our people were naked. You know? Basically being spoiled. So this is back in 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 22. For the Jews require a sign and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Right, now what Paul is talking about here is why Jake, mind you, Israelites wasn't going to get the real deal gospel. Because those are the circumcision, the Jews, they seek out the sign. That's why, remember we were talking to the cat earlier, and he asked about something about Jesus, about accepting Jesus,
right.
by Paul.
Okay, right.
And I said, well, the Lord didn't come in the fashion that they was expecting.
Right.
So, because they were looking for the Lord to come down and be glorious. They seeking a sign.
Right, exactly.
So he was of the circumcision. So the Jews require a sign to believe. This is what Paul is talking about. But he said the Greeks, which the Israelites of the uncircumcision, they seek wisdom. You got niggas like that in the black conscious movement. See, they can't get down with this because they don't. This is spooky. They want to teach. They want us to teach how the black woman is God. How you can tap into the chakra system,
right,
and tap into get that Kundalini energy,
right, the serpent spirit,
that serpentine energy, up to the pineal gland,
right,
and get enlightened.
Right.
See, they seek after wisdom. It's no different today. You still got that. So now your modern day Jews are those in this Catholicism, in this religion of Catholicism, this Christianity, plantation Christianity, this Renaissance Christianity. See, they don't get this because we ain't coming proper to them. We don't have a suit and tie.
Right.
We use 4-letter words. You know, we're rough around the edges. We're not polished up. You know, they seek a sign. You know, but for them that sign is like a free flow dollar. If you got money, then the Lord must be dealing with you.
Right. Yeah.
But for these niggas, you know, you ain't teaching about you ain't getting into the Egyptian Book of the Dead, brother. You ain't talking about nothing. You ain't dealing with the Epic of Gilgamesh, man. You ain't on no level. So that's what Paul was talking about, why they won't get this. So when you read up, it say that the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness.
Right.
And so now he's explaining why. Because the Jews require a sign, which he's talking about Israelites as a whole. But the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks, who are Israelites, they require wisdom. So that's what they were seeking. They seeking that wisdom of the world. While the Jews, they wanted the Lord to come back performing miracles, which he did, but they missed it. And those wicked scribes and Pharisees, they was turning the Lord miracles that he was performing that they did witness. They was trying to blame it on Beelzebub, and the Lord cussed them out. And said, "You committing the unpardonable sin."
What's not there?
You know. But yeah, that's what it's going into.
And that's on everything Jesus said about coming from your
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 22.
That's real.
For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. But we preach Yahushua HaMashiach crucified unto the Jews a stumbling block.
So those same Jews who looking for a sign, so we preach. And that's, I think in the Romans, Paul was talking about how do you say there is no resurrection? He said if there be no resurrection, then your faith is in vain. That might be in Corinthians, brother, but we don't have to get it. But the point is, when you preach that, it's just like they made mockery of the Lord when he was on the cross.
Right.
So if you were God, come down from that cross.
Right.
They were making
exactly.
mockery.
Right, exactly.
So that's why Paul's saying us preaching Yahushua crucified. See, that's the stumbling block unto you, unto the Jew, because you seeking the sign. Well, how can you crucify the Son of Man?
Right. Exactly.
If he, if he's truly the Son of God, how you gonna crucify him? And to the Greeks, they don't want to hear about that. They want to get into, some Plato or Socrates, that Mars Hill shit that the black conscious niggas get into.
Yeah, debates and shit.
All that. That's what the Greeks were into.
Intellect and all the rest of that. Yeah, because all of those, going back to what I had read in Hebrews, I believe it was Hebrews, about how about believing earthly things versus heavenly things.
Yep.
You know,
right, that's the spirit, brother.
Yeah. What?
If I told you earthly things and you believe me, believe me not,
right?
Then how should I tell you what earthly?
That was in John. That was
Hebrews 11.
Oh, it was Hebrews 11. Okay. The water. Yeah. Okay. It says, it's 1 Corinthians chapter 1. It's like you got messed up here. And verse
Satan don't want this to come out, see?
23 says,
hey, shout out Gabar Yahweh.
Shalom.
D. Solomon.
I'm gonna pull up on him next month, Lord.
It says, but we preach a Mashiach crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, both of them are called?
Exactly.
How could that be possible?
Right.
Unless they were what? Israelites. The Lord isn't going to lump Jews and Greeks together. That would be confusion. And Scripture says that the Lord is not the author of confusion, man.
Not at all. That is confusion.
Right.
That's confusion like, man.
For over, like I always say, over 2,000 plus years, Scriptures have always been for Israel. And then now it's all for everybody.
And he's just going to flip the script.
He's like, nah, you know what? All these same idols in which these other people were worshiping, it's okay for them now.
Nah, it's okay, You're right.
That's silliness, man. That's foolishness.
That's foolishness.
It says,
but the brother read, but unto them who are saved, how does it go? Go back over there, brother.
gun.
That's the power of it.
This is 1 Corinthians 1:24. But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, HaMashiach, the power of Yahweh and the wisdom of Yahweh. Because the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than men. And it's the point, verse 26. Says, for ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. So yeah.
wanna speak on that?
Yeah. So going to show you that Yahweh Shemel Shai is choosing the poor and afflicted, man. You know, to actually minister this word. He's going to choose according to his will. He's not going to choose according to what a man's perceptions are. Whether or not, like the brother was saying, like Creflo Dollar and TD Jakes, hey man, it doesn't matter. I know you're not going to look.
Yeah, you ain't gonna look.
So the point is, it's not going to look like these quote-unquote pork chop eating pastors. You know, which is the same reason why they didn't believe Yahweh Shai when he came on the scene, because he did. Scripture said he came lowly, riding upon the fall of a colt's ass. You know, so the way the perception of what they were thinking, because they read the ancient scrolls of the miracles and of the glory. So they were looking for things that were magnified in that type of manner. Yep. But that's the reason why scriptures weren't talking about the mighty or those that were perceived as being wise, as the brother had talked about. You know, as far as the quote unquote intellect, Plato, Socrates. Yeah. You know, all of these man, right?
Pythagoras.
Yeah, all these man glorified philosophies. It was the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai which were polarizing.
Man, polarized it is, man. The truth, bro, you said that a couple of weeks ago. The truth polarized. You're gonna be either for it or against it.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's gonna make you choose a side.
Yeah, you got to.
You know, you can't straddle the fence no more.
You got to.
When this truth comes out, either you're gonna have to agree or you're gonna have to disagree. And you have to be careful on your words, because if you disagree, you're gonna be just like you're gonna get the judgment of the wicked ass Israelites that we had talked about in Numbers the 21st chapter. Because you didn't want to worship Yahweh Shai. Yeah, we got to 8. We should, or at least that's what it was last week. Yeah, I mean that was the point.
Yeah, well, we're good, brother.
So you want to go back in John?
Broke that down right there.
Done.
Yeah, let's go back to the 3rd chapter.
Yeah. It's back in John 3:16. For Yahweh by Shemel Shai so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever of Israel believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. And I actually have another precept.
Oh, okay. So while you get there, hey, whosoever of Israel. You gotta understand whosoever of Israel, man. The Lord then wasn't crucified for all nations. He was crucified for the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect. Right now, that sacrifice only is applied to the elect. Because 2/3 of our people are asleep. They must be destroyed. But then they'll benefit when they are reincarnated into the kingdom as a baby prince, a baby princess. You see? They're going to come back in their glory. But on this side, they have to be destroyed. But, right, that sacrifice took place for Israel, the Israelites. Not no low-life Edomites, not no dusty-ass sand nigga, these so-called Arabs, not you slant-eyed goots, fucking Moabites, or you Ammonites, not you purple-ass Hamites, but for Israel. You understand? So, hey, man, that's the way the cookie crumble, as they say. You gotta either love it or hate it, but it's gonna go down. And it's gonna go down according to the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So, hey, the ball is in our court now. Esau still think he running shit, but Esau ain't running shit with his goddamn mouth, man. His only power, I don't say only, but majority of his power comes from you people, you 2/3 Jakes.
That's it.
That still believe in it.
Giving him power.
Giving him power. Yeah. Your energy.
Yep.
Your blood, sweat, and tears. You ain't woke up to the fact that you are of Israel. that you have, you are, and always will be above this devil.
That's right.
You know? Always will be. So yeah, brother.
Oh, all right. So I'm going to read this one more time. This is John chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. So now let's see what the book of Joel says. It says, this is Joel 2 and 32. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Shall be saved. That's right.
For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance.
That's right, because that was quoted in Acts 2 and 21.
Yep, gun.
See, that's why you gotta have both. You gotta have the old and the new, man. They go together. It's one book. You know, it's two covenants, but one word.
Right, right.
Because, like I say, they'll jump to Acts and they'll read that and say, oh, well, you know, a Moabite to read that and say, oh, well, yeah, I can be saved. No,
but
go back and see. Oh, yeah.
So, like, I thought you were asking. Yeah, cuz.
Let's go ahead and get it.
Yeah, because that goes into Israel as well.
Talking about Israel.
Of Israel.
Of Israel. Huh.
This is Acts 2 and 21. Yep, con. It's verbatim.
Yep.
It's verbatim.
You got the precept in there?
Yeah, con.
Okay.
Well, yep, con. It does. Yep.
See?
Well, actually, it precepts Joel where it talks about the sun and the moon. But
right.
they can't detail.
Right.
They can't detail the next one though. But if you read both chapters, you'll see clearly it's almost a photocopy.
I know I got it. I know they got it in mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a precept of Romans the 10th chapter. But this is Acts chapter 2, verse 21. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Verse 22, ye men of Israel.
There it is.
So once again, it's not just reading John 3 and 16 and saying, oh, okay, well, whosoever, well, I'm good.
Right.
Let me go do whatever the hell I want to do now, because whosoever pertains to me. No, it doesn't. You have to be of Israel, of Jerusalem, of Israel, of Mount Zion. Okay? Hey, Shalom, man.
Hey, come on, brother. You're Miss Riley. Shalom.
So yeah, this is back in Joel 2 and 32. But yeah, if you get both of these, we only got like 7 minutes left. Yeah.
Hey, mine precept Romans 10 and 13.
Yep.
Which, I think that was David saying. I think that was David, but it's the same scripture.
Oh, okay.
In Romans precept you to Joel 2 and 32.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you can't cheat these scriptures, man.
Yeah.
They're interwoven with the same word, like the brother had said. Old Testament, New Testament. It's the same spirit. Okay? None of the laws are being done away with. You know? Like Yahushua didn't die to where like now you can be a homosexual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's really the basis of why people want the law to be done away with, man. Going back to John the 3rd chapter, man. Because their deeds are evil, man. You know? They don't care about Yahushua. But anyway, one more script here. Yep, come. Because here in Joel 2 and 32, it precepts that Romans 10.
Yep.
It says...
Yeah, well, that was Paul. That's it, David. But yeah.
Come.
Paul was precepting Joel.
It says, and it shall shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion